Hi, this is Shawn Miller from Inside Line Promotions, catching up with FVP driver Brian Brown and our weekly FVP Racing Report. Brian, you got your first win of the season last week at I-80 Speedway. You ran second on Friday night, almost won, and then pulled it off on Saturday. So talk a little bit about how your weekend went at I-80.
Yeah, you know, Shawn, we've had a really good car all year long. The FVP 21's been fast, and Chatty and Andy have been working really hard. My grandpa here at the shop to make sure every time we go to the track, we were prepared to win. And like I said, we've had the fastest car, 2 or 3 nights this year. We just haven't picked up a win up until this coming weekend, and we were able to go to I-80, which is one of my favorite tracks, and like I said, run second on Friday, and then been able to pick up our first win in 2011 on Saturday. It's just it's a good momentum builder, and if you want to win 20 wins, you got to win the first one first. So we've got that out of the way, and looking forward to picking up a lot more wins in 2011.
The track was drastically different from Friday to Saturday. Weather played part in that from Thursday night. What was the biggest change for you from Friday to Saturday night?
Like the track, it was becoming more of a little bit of a driver's track on Saturday. It kind of got a little slicker, and you just kind of had to be a little bit more finesse. Whereas for Friday night, you had to just the guy that was the craziest and hold it wide open the longest, and the track position was really key on Friday. Felt like we had something for Seth up until that yellow on lap 12, and then we kind of just he was just had a little bit better race car, and that's the thing about this race, and that's what you run second on one of your most favorite tracks. It makes you get up awful early on Saturday morning and try to get out there and work on the car and see if you can find some more speed. And the guys worked really hard on Saturday, and we just tried to figure out where he was better than us and what we could do to make our car a little bit better. And we worked really hard, and it paid off. Come Saturday night, we were able to, like I said, get a win. But track conditions were 200% opposite. You had one real choppy and heavy night, and one real slick and dry, a finesse type deal. So. Usually when the track gets really slicker and gets up by the fence, that's really, it seems to be when I go best, when I shine. So I was very happy to see that dry conditions on Saturday.
Brian finished second to Seth Bergman on Friday night, started fourth in the feature on Saturday, got up to second, and chased down Don Drow Jr. for a while, finally got the lead, and then late restart with Wayne Johnson, 2 laps to go, Wayne's behind you, you see it on the scoreboard. What's going through your mind at that point?
Yeah, Wayne Johnson's a great race car driver, and he's finally got a good full-time ride. And I knew he had started. I thought somewhere in 7th or 8th range. So he's going pretty good to get up to second, and the no lap cars in between. I guess that's why they pay you the big bucks. It's why you got to step up to the plate and lay down 2 good laps, and we were able to do that. And if you messed up one little bit, Wayne's a good enough race car driver that you're going to get beat. And you definitely don't want to lead all those laps and lose it on the last lap or the last couple laps. So it'll be a fun race against Wayne this summer. Glad to see he got a great opportunity with his new team, and just glad to see he didn't pick up the win and we were able to. So I guess just huge for all of our marketing partners. Get the first one in 2011 with, like I said, with FVP and Impact Sign and Lighting, and Searsboro Telephone Company. Don Long from Searsboro was there with us this weekend, and Hoosier Tires and Weld Wheels and Maxim Chassis. They're just everybody that helps this team out, that gets us to point A to point B, and that believes in us. It's huge to get that first win of 2011 and get us going in the right direction. Before you know it, if you don't win soon, next thing you know, you'll be looking at July thinking, man, what we got to do to win. So just glad to get that first one out of the way.
You're heading to Paducah on Friday night with the World of Outlaws, and then on Saturday in Pevely, I-55. You ran 9th there last year with the World of Outlaws, and this year you got, I heard, 70 customers and employees of FVP going to be there with you? Yeah,
it should be fun, being able to have that many customers and employees coming out to support us. Those are the real reasons why we're able to have this race car, and I'm able to go out and do what I do. They're the ones that rely on me to go out and represent FVP and show the people what FVP is, and it's their job to go out and sell the customers once we show them what FVP is. So to be able to have all those 60 or 70 customers and employees come out and support us, we definitely want to put on a good show, even more so than normal. So we'll have a meet and greet on Saturday, and then we'll have some pit tours, and we'll be able to go out and hopefully have a good run with the World of Outlaws. They're no slouches by any means, and but our team's working really well right now, and I think our motors are running really good, and our cars are working good, and I feel like I'm driving the best that I ever have. So I think if we have any chance to beat these guys, this will be the weekend.
That brings us to our FVP question of the week from Randy from Missouri. He wants to know what the best thing about getting your first win of the season is for any given year.
It's huge. Being able to pick up your first win is, like I said before, you just kind of get the monkey off your back. You go into the winter thinking, okay, we're going to go out and win 20 races. Well, if you don't pick up a win early, then you start getting a little bit desperate or trying to, what's wrong? Is something wrong here? Something wrong there? And maybe sometimes you go out and try to reinvent the wheel, and you maybe don't even have a problem, but you think since you haven't won yet, you do have a problem. So that's one thing we did definitely was key, is picking up that first win of 2011, and it was good for Danny to win too, or to be able to go to Lamont. So the family kind of swept the ASCS action on the weekend, and that was good, and makes for a good week here at the shop when we both do well.
If you have a question for Brian, email myself, Shawn, at sprintcarreporter@yahoo.com with your name and state and a question or two for Brian. Brian, thank you and good luck this weekend.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys very much. Appreciate all you guys keeping up with us on our Facebook and Twitter. We do that live from the track, and a lot of times they're coming from myself. So appreciate all the feedback you guys give, and look forward to putting some more victories on the board in 2011.